Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's lesson. In today's lesson, we're going to simplify trigonometric expressions using reduction formulas. So reduction formulas enable us to write a trigonometric ratio of any angle in terms of an acute angle. An angle less than 90 degrees. We have a problem here. We have to simplify this expression. And we have to put in mind that sine is positive in the second quadrant, and tan is positive on the third quadrant, and cos is positive on the fourth quadrant. And all functions are positive in the first quadrant. So let's simplify this one. Cos into 180 degrees plus theta, we can reduce this to what? We know that 180 degrees plus theta is on the third quadrant, and on the third quadrant, only tan is positive. Therefore, we can reduce this to negative cos theta. Cos is negative on the third quadrant. Okay, let's move on. Therefore, we have sine into 360 degrees minus theta. And 360 minus theta is on the fourth quadrant. And on the fourth quadrant, only cos is positive. Therefore, our sine will be negative. We can reduce this to negative sine theta. Then let's move to denominator. Then we have cos into 360 minus theta. And 360 degrees minus theta is on the fourth quadrant. And on the fourth quadrant, cos is positive. Therefore, we can reduce this to cos theta. Multiply by sine into 180 degrees minus theta. 180 degrees minus theta is on the second quadrant, and in the second quadrant, sine is positive. Therefore, our sine will be negative. We will have sine theta. Then, this negative will multiply this negative. Therefore, we will have a positive. Don't forget to put them inside the brackets. So, we will have a positive. As we can see, we have cos theta multiplied by sine theta as a numerator, and we're also having cos theta multiplied by sine theta as a denominator. Therefore, they will cancel out. They will divide each other. Therefore, the answer will be 1. We have another problem here. We have to simplify. Therefore, let's check. Sine squared into 360 degrees minus theta. We know 360 minus theta is on the fourth quadrant, and on the fourth quadrant, sine is negative. Therefore, our answer will be negative sine into squared minus. Then we know that 360 minus theta is on the fourth quadrant, and on the fourth quadrant, our cos will be what? Negative. It will be positive. Therefore, we will have cos theta. Then, cos into 180 plus theta. 180 degrees plus theta is on the third quadrant, and on the third quadrant, only tan is positive. Therefore, we will have a negative cos theta. Then, because of this squared, our sine will be sine squared theta, will be positive. Therefore, this negative will multiply this negative. Therefore, we will have a positive, and this cos will multiply this cos. Then we have cos squared theta. From fundamental identities, we know that sine squared theta plus cos squared theta is equal to 1. Therefore, our answer will be 1. Another problem is here. Let's work. So we have cos into 180 degrees plus theta. We know that 180 degrees plus theta plus x is on the second quadrant, and on the second quadrant, only tan is positive. Therefore, we can reduce this to negative cos x. Then we have sine into 360 degrees minus x. 360 degrees minus x is on the fourth quadrant, and on the fourth quadrant only cos is positive. Therefore, our answer will be negative sine x. Then we have tan into 180 degrees minus theta. And 180 degrees minus theta is on the second quadrant. And on the second quadrant, only tan is positive. Therefore, we will have negative. Only sine is positive. Therefore, our tan will be negative. Then we have minus tan x. Let's check the denominator. We have sine into 180 degrees plus x. 180 degrees plus x is on the third quadrant, and tan is positive on the third quadrant. Therefore, our answer will be negative sine x. Then let's check sine into 360 degrees minus x. 360 degrees minus x is in the is on the fourth quadrant, and on the fourth quadrant only cos is positive. Therefore, the answer will be negative sine x. Then from here we have negative cos x minus sine squared x minus tan x. This negative will cancel this negative, and this negative will also cancel this negative. Therefore, we will have what? Cos x sine x minus tan x divided by sine squared x. Let's see, we have tan x here. We can write this tan x as sin x over cos x from a quotient identity, one of the fundamental identities. Therefore, we'll have cos x multiplied by sin x. Therefore, we can write tan as sin x over cos x divided by sin squared x. Let's check. This cos will divide this cos. Therefore, we're left with a minus sin squared x over sin squared x. Therefore, sin squared x will divide sin squared x. We will left with negative 1. That's the answer. We have another problem here. We have to simplify this trigonometric expression. Then we have 1 plus, let's check the numerator here. We have 2 sine squared into 360 degrees minus theta. So 360 degrees minus theta is on the fourth quadrant, and on the fourth quadrant only cos is positive. Therefore, we will have 2. We'll have 2 into negative sine squared divided by, we have cos squared into 180 degrees plus theta. 180 degrees plus theta is on the third quadrant, and on the third quadrant only tan is positive. Therefore, our answer will be minus cos theta squared. Therefore, let's check here. We have 1 over tan squared into 180 degrees minus theta. 180 degrees minus theta is on the second quadrant, and on the second quadrant only sine is positive. Therefore, our answer will be negative tan theta to the power 2. 1 plus. Then, because of this square, our negative will be positive. Then we will have 2 sine theta divided by cos theta multiplied by 1 over tan theta. Therefore, we'll have 1 over 2 sine theta over cos theta. Sin theta over cos theta is the same as tan, and tan is the same as sin theta over cos theta. Therefore, 1 plus 2 sin theta over cos theta. 1 over this fraction of sin theta over cos theta is the same as cos theta divided by sin theta. Therefore, this cos will cancel out with this cos, and this sin will cancel out with this one. Then we will left with 1 plus 2, which is what? 3.